Hello and welcome back to my incredibly long Steam wishlist, where I highlight all the wonderful and super cool looking upcoming indie games I've been keeping an eye on. Blood Thief is an ultra-fast melee dungeon runner where you use momentum to parkour through dungeons and slash through enemies at breakneck speed. The demo just dropped this past week, and in it you go very, very fast. I'm sure you get the gist here just from this trailer footage. It's a speedy sword-swinging game. Reanimal is the newest title from the original creators of Little Nightmares. They've moved on to a new franchise, but have kept their usual creepy childhood horror thing. This time, a brother and sister descend into hell to rescue their missing friends, and the tension and atmosphere here is so thick that I am already terrified to play it whenever it launches. Why don't we lighten the mood just a bit with Scriptorium Master of Manuscripts, which allows you to get creative and design your own medieval books. Clients will send in requests, and it's your choice whether you want to create a normal illustration or go a little wild. And here's Herdling, an adventure game from the developers of Far Lone Sails about guiding a herd of mythical creatures through the mountains. I feel like there's a lot of potential here for some cool puzzles and, of course, beautiful vistas as you cross different types of terrain and bond with your magical herd of calicorns. Meet quirky characters and clean, strange artifacts in Wormhall, Brush and Banter. Set up shop in a bustling fantasy town full of adventurers and their dirty artifacts. From an enchanted teacup to a cursed skull, each item and client brings new twists and surprises, and this one also has a demo on Steam. After crash landing on the sandy shores of a mysterious resort, Orbo must utilize his newfound abilities to make his way home in Orbo's Exodus. You can experience all the weirdness for yourself in the demo, rolling and drilling your way around the island as you uncover a potentially sinister plot brewing in what seems to be paradise. Morsels was supposed to launch this month. It was delayed to an undetermined time later this year, but that's okay, I'll wait. It's a creature collecting roguelite where you can switch between different morsels and fight your way out of the sewers. It's trippy and charming, and I will definitely be playing it whenever it does get released. Little Guys is quite the chaotic tower defense game where you order around a bunch of little guys, making them build castles for you and defend them from all sorts of monsters. Watching them do their thing is just so satisfying. I wish I had a small army like this to do my bidding in real life. Nonolith is a mysterious puzzle game where you learn the rules as you play. You've been imprisoned in the Nonolith, an impossible structure filled with secrets. The only way to escape is by copying and pasting blocks to move through the environment and discover the structure's many, many secrets. A brilliant idea for a puzzle game that I think has the potential to be the next brain-breaking indie cult classic. Explore outer space in a new way with Solaro. This is an open universe game where you guide a tiny traveler from planet to planet. This whole orbit mechanic that you use to get around looks very fun to mess with. There are lots of little things moving all around the screen, and I do love me some space exploration. For some good old survival horror, Pinnacle Point is set on an eerie island as you search for your missing brother who got involved with a sinister corporation. Infiltrate their ranks and discover the truth before it's too late. In Cold Trail, you play as a ghost investigating his own death. You start the story as an amateur ghost, unfamiliar with the job, and as your adventure progresses, you'll master your new role, unlocking fresh abilities and exploring a variety of places, possibly hiding clues to figure out just what happened to you on that fateful day. If you're a fan of rule breaking, nothing too rambunctious, but still, here's Beyond the Board, a puzzle game that transforms traditional chess into a striking and immersive journey. Though it's been designed for puzzle enthusiasts, it's accessible to both pros and non-chess players alike, and quite honestly, apart from the visuals, this really isn't a chess game at all. Slip and slide your way through a compact open world as a morphing blob in crude oil. Collect more oil to grow big and juicy. Operate heavy machinery. Flush polluters down the drain. Do all these things you've been missing out on in your everyday human life, and embrace the life of a blob instead. No Vacation for an Executioner is a retro-style dark fantasy ARPG about a frustrated executioner in the late 17th century. He ran away from the gallows, which then caused a bunch of monsters to riot. It was a whole mess. The game's extremely stylish, and you can try it out for yourself in the demo. And finally, follow the Midnight Walk in this dark adventure from the minds behind Lost in Random. Befriend a lost lantern creature and light your way through a world of wonder and terror. And the whole thing has been handcrafted with real clay and animated in a stop-motion style. If you missed out on any of my previous wishlist videos, which, let's be honest, who has the time to watch all these things anyway, then you can check out the full playlist here. Watch if you dare.